Hello, hello, everybody, to one of our weekly dev streams. Today I will be continuing, I worked on it a bit last week, but I will be continuing on the saddle work for Mamut. Ignore thumbnail artwork I was just working on for this stream. But here is where I'm at right now. Second. Okay. So right now, this is what I have. Colors are just temporary. I just threw something on there so I could get an idea, a visual. I want something that I'm going to add to this to add a bit of pop, a bit of color to this. Now, it would be really cool if I could put like gems or something on each saddle that corresponded with the character color, but I think that would be too complicated. I mean, that would take extra work, so we're not going to do that. But what we can do is either just arbitrarily pick colors or just make them all one color. Maybe make them blue to match his markings, maybe, possibly. Now the real question is, where do I put them? I could put like kind of like one on each side for each seat. That way, if you're looking at them from this side, you can see one of each one. If you put this side, you can see one of each one. I don't know. Let's make a quick little gem thing. Right. Let's see. All right, I'm just checking. I'm not seeing anyone coming in on TikTok. We get at least a stream of viewers, at least. No viewers yet. All right. Okay, so back to what I'm gonna do. That. This. Something in. Not happy here. Pull this. I feel like that's kind of enough. I don't need much. Just need a small little gem. I just need to figure out where to. Let's add So it's there. I guess if I want it to be blue, I do a quick go to and then and it's blue. Look at that. I knew. All right. The go back to testing some chat stuff. Okay. That is working in my OB. All right, back to what I was doing. So, one option is to kind of just make them like float here. Ooh, I have a really good. What if? Oh, here. What if the seats? Hold on. Let's go. I'm gonna try something here. So instead of having all this straps and things, because the straps, I was thinking about it this week. I'm worried that while Mamut is like animating and moving around, these straps are going to do this a whole lot, and it like clipping through himself. So I'm wondering if I can just have okay. Let's try something. Let's go. Nope. No. Wide. So it's like, okay. Trying stuff here. See how I like it. Because if I just have like a bunch of like crystals, like basically floating the seats, that removes a lot of clipping potential. I'm wondering if I just do that, that might be easier. Really concerned with that. Huh. Try to make a little bit less, a little bit more random. Bit. Cool. Like the magic is making them. Hey Kiki, how's it going? Good morning, good evening. Good morning to you. Good evening. Just working on the saddle some more. I've worked on it a bit since the last time you saw it. Originally, so I'm playing around with this like these like crystals to help the seats like float essentially. Add a little bit of magic to the saddle. Originally, this is what I had. I had like this like strap system with all these like supports for the seat. But I'm worried that when Mamut is like moving around, he will like the the saddle is already not perfect. Like there's a lot of like clipping through Mamut, and as he moves, it's just gonna be kind of like a mess of like the saddle like transitioning in and out of Mamut. So now I'm trying this, and I kind of like it so far. It's like a magic floaty system for the saddle. I don't think I love the same color as the stripes because I feel like it's gonna blend in too much. You're not really gonna notice it. I'm hoping uh, like we could probably put like a little bit of like a particle effect on the stones, like on these like stones that are floating. And maybe I mean making them move up and down might be a little bit too much work, but throwing a particle effect on them would probably not be too bad. To make it like give the effect of like there's some like magic coming off of them. Help make this. Oop. But yeah, so that's kind of what I'm working on. Is the perfect mirror, but flipping his hair a little bit, but really no one's gonna see it. Well, everyone's gonna be cool. I think if I here, let's make a color. Am I using this one? I'll just make it sir. And then name this purple, because I'm gonna do like a purpley, a bluey purple, but a purple color. Kind of thinking something along that looks magical purpley. And then the roughness, I just don't like things to be, I'll make it like satin to give it a little bit of sheen. And then aha. I don't know, I feel like this would be a good alternative to the straps. To I'm worried about those breaks. It'd be something like that. Anything you missed? Yeah, I was just talking about the last time you saw this. I kind of had just come up with the idea for the seats. Last week I added some like mounting system for the saddles. This is what I had. So if I thought like having this kind of like strap system would be cool with, I moved the seats around so they're not really, that was more like there, but my worry with this is when Mamut is moving around, there's going to be a lot of like this happening where it's like clipping through Mamut, and it's just going to look kind of weird as he's like walking when you're riding him. So I came up with the idea to have them like floating on like these gems, and then we could put like a particle effect on these gems to add like the illusion of like magic. And then while Mamut is moving, like the seats will still move with Mamut, but it won't have to worry about any of the parts of the 3D models like cutting through each other and looking just better. So that's what I'm working on now. And then I'm trying to think. I feel like it needs more, but I also don't want to spend too much time on it because it's, I mean, you're really only going to see it from like here. But I'm worried like if you see it from like this angle, there's nothing going as far as the gems and stuff go. I mean, you might still see the particle effect, so that might help. Yes, it fits the theme. We might have to adjust the crafting recipe. There might be some mana involved because right now the crafting recipe is just 4 raw hides to make the saddle. But if we did like 3 raw hides and a piece of mana, something to add like a music element to it, or just keep it the same, and it is what it is. I don't think anyone's really gonna fuss about it more than we will. But the only other thing I could think to do is for do we make like I was gonna say we can make the seats have like a purplish look to them. I mean, none of these colors are final, but I'm just putting colors on so I can kind of like get an idea of what it's gonna look like. Eventually, I'm gonna go in and add like swirls for like these camp rolls and maybe a little bit of texture, but not much because obviously our game doesn't have too much texture. But I want to add a couple of things. But you don't want to go to work. I totally feel you. I had to get up at 3:45 this morning to go to work, so I did not want to go to work either. Trying to think what I can do. 3:45, yes. Sadly, I had to be at work very early, so I'm tired, but never too tired to work. I feel like it needs something else, but I just don't know what. Maybe like do like a crystal in the middle. See, we're not I don't want to make it like more work has to be put into it once it's in the game. Now I'm motivated. Nice. Like I was thinking like what if I put a crystal like in the middle and then we had like a stream of magic going from like this main crystal to like the other crystals, but then I was like, that takes a lot of like work that involves like not just throwing the model in there and like making it work. Whereas if I just have like a small particle effect on each of these, like that's not a crazy ton of work. But adding like stream, like a connecting stream to each of them might be more than we want to put into it right now. So I mean, hold on, let me try something. I think if I just put crystal in the middle. That looks like a wizard's hat. That's not what I'm going for. Hold on. Let me let me play around with this a little bit. I think I should keep it simple. Yeah, I think I will. I just want to see kind of like now it's kind of looking like a shell and I just want something on top because it's very like top down visual. No. Yeah, I don't want it to, I don't want it to look like a turtle shell. But I'm just trying to think. What can I add? I mean, I could just add like a little gem to each pack as like a orb of light. That's not a bad idea. That wouldn't be too hard to add to the adds like a little bit. because like most of the time you're going to be seeing it from like this angle. So you kind of get like a little bit of the gem underneath, and if we put a particle effect coming out of those, then you'll see that. And then this can have like a very brief, like small version of that particle effect on it. And then I think, honestly, I think that's kind of all it needs. It doesn't really need a whole lot. I just wanted to add a little bit of like color, and I think this is enough. I don't think I'm gonna go with this color specifically. I don't know. I don't know if I want to go with the blue, because originally I had these gems as the same blue as like Mamut's like tattoos. Which actually doesn't look bad. I'm just worried it's all like kind of too much blue, like light blue. But in the world, I mean, it might not look like bad because I think your world. You like our world's magic man? Are you talking about the one of the realm walkers that has like the green and the purple like outfit with the glasses? Yeah, I feel like this isn't too much, especially since like I mean here it looks like too much because that's all we're seeing, but when the rest of the world is around it and there's characters riding it, it might look okay. But I mean we can always play around with the colors and stuff once it's in the game. And like kind of play around with it. I just need to add I need to UV unwrap these, and then from there I think fine. I mean, if I just make all this one like super small texture for all the saddles, then I think we'll be good. Oh, okay. I thought you were referencing our like crazy looking realm walker in the game that's like got the bright green and purple like outfit, and he has like the glasses. But yes, that makes sense. Okay, I'm gonna start working on UV unwrapping, which is probably gonna be not fun to watch, but that's my next step. So let's see. Got a message from on YouTube. We got a commenter. If you need actors, me and my brother record good quality on our phones. Honestly, Justin, the voice actor, we don't really have voices in the game, but that doesn't mean we wouldn't have voices in the game. So I don't know if you're part of our Discord, but join the Discord and Justin, the voice actor, hi. We got a TikTok, or not TikTok, Twitch and YouTube comments talking to each other. But yeah, if you want to join our Discord and hit us up, I'm sure we're not necessarily opposed to it. It's at this point, it's kind of a matter of our timeline and how much time we have. But yeah, we'd love to potentially put voice acting in our game if we have the time to do that before we end up like fully releasing the game. You guys will join, that's awesome. The Discord it should just be Wilds of the Realm Walker, I believe. Oh, it's on. Oh, I think it's just Wilds of the Realm Walker. But if you go to our website, which is wildsoftherealmwalker.com, you can find a link. If you find us on any of our, oh, I just saw you joined, so thank you for joining. Okay, back to what I was doing. So I'm gonna be UV editing, which is gonna be extremely possibly boring. I'll try to make it entertaining. Maybe you'll learn something about 3D modeling here. So I basically have to take the 3D model and turn it into a flat 2D shape so I can add colors and stuff to it. So hey Kiki, I see you just hopped over to the YouTube. Um, yeah, it's very exciting that you joined, Justin. I'm gonna keep this like a two-tone color. All right. I'm basically cutting this into pieces so that I can flatten it out, and I'm using like each piece that I want to have like a different color. I'm gonna separate, and then this is all gonna be one color, so I got to figure out where I can cut it so that there's not a lot of seams. Today was such a confusing day. I mean, I don't know where to start. Did I brush my teeth, my hair? I mean, probably both, but definitely for sure your teeth. Hold. Now I have these flattened out, and then I can arrange them. So I want to arrange them in this first like square right here. So I will be kind of doing that. I'm going to try and make them as like somewhat organized and straight. I know what to do, but I don't want to do. I feel you. Mornings are tough. Okay, first I'm gonna cut this because I don't need this to be. Now, where do I want to cut it? Least obvious. I mean, I feel like, hold on. This is all. Probably, let's say like I do like that. But I guess I can just cut both sides. I mean, this is probably overkill for the amount of actual texture I'm going to be putting on these things. But I just want to kind of keep them small and organized. Dumb way. Justin, the voice actor, did you play the game? I don't remember seeing you around, unless you have a different username somewhere else, but I don't recognize Justin, the voice actor, or even Justin. I don't think we have it. I mean, obviously you just joined the Discord, so that's new. I was just wondering if you've kind of been zoomed in over there, listen. You have voice. Yeah, I mean, yeah, we'll definitely take a listen, and if that's something that we can fit in our timeline, then yeah, we'll hit you up. Didn't play the game. I love the videos. Here, I just found nice. It's always exciting to find or to have someone new kind of see our game and show excitement for it. There's going to be, I think, someone on Twitch that's not in our like dev team is going to be streaming the game tomorrow, I believe. We'll probably have a post in our Discord about it. But we also had some people stream it on Saturday. It was like a group of 3 people, and they seemed like they were having a lot of fun. So they were called Pest Friends, like PEST friends, and they were like 3. There was like a cockroach, pigeon, and a possum character, and as each person talked, like their character like animated. It was cool. And they seemed like they were having a lot of fun. It's exciting for people to be hopping into our game and finding the fun in it and enjoying it. So realistically, these things can stack because they're going to be the same color. And then this can probably just stack on this stuff. That's all going to be the same color. And this realistically can just do it like that. And then I need the gem. These are all the same shape technically. They're just stretched differently, but if I don't have anything like special on them, if they're just going to be a solid color like they probably will be, And I'm gonna move them out of this corner. I'm gonna put him like that. They're gonna look weird for a little bit in the mall over here, but it'll be better in the future. All right. Okay, this one's kind of already set up how I want it to be set up. I just need to need to kind of organize. Undo. All right. Okay. So this is basically, these can stack because they're going to be the same thing. So we've got kind of the seats, the seat borders, the gems, and then the pack. Oh, I need to separate. Because this is going to be a different color, I gotta cut that. I don't technically have to, but it's going to make my life easier when it comes to adding color to this. So, let's see. Now I have the kind of the straps of the roll, the bedroll, I guess call it, separated from the rest. And I can stack all that stuff because it's all going to be one color again. And then these I'm going to throw like a little bit of a swirl to add like the roll, like a camp roll or like a sleeping bag kind of effect. And then these can just kind of appear. And that's pretty much the entire thing for the saddle. And I'm just going to duplicate this 4 times basically. And then that's kind of it for that. And I can use the rest of this space for the other gear. Like the other gear is going to be more complex. So we got the battering ram, which might be pretty simple. There's the excavation gear, which will be like a lot more complex than this. Not crazy, but definitely more. And then the vacuum gear, which you can equip so he can like suck up like nearby items. If there's anything like on the ground, he can like pull it into like a storage container. And then there's the storage containers, like the chests, or like I'd put like a saddle with like some chests on the side. And then there's the ice boots, so he can walk on water. And lava, I think he has the ice boot. But yeah, so that, like I'm gonna try and get all of the gear to have one texture. And on some of it, like if I'm just gonna be doing solid colors, like I can overlap some of the other gear onto these colors. So let me pop open. Like actually, first let me save that. In lava, yes. I think I'm like 75% sure he can walk on lava with the ice boots on. I know for sure he can walk on water. I'm pretty sure he can also walk on lava. All right. Photoshop. Let's do a new file. Let's see. Let's make it. Actually, hold on. I don't want this file. Um, 256. I don't think I'd want to go to one. Was it 128? Go with 256 by 256. And then let's see. Go back to a screenshot where Photoshop. Okay. Now I just need to work in this corner. I think I'm gonna move some stuff around that to make it so that I can just do like boxes. So if I keep all of this in like move this stuff. Okay, we'll do it like that, and you'll see why I really. I do not want to do what I meant. What's happened? Oh, no. I don't use Photoshop a whole lot, so sometimes it does things that I don't like. I usually figure. Okay. So let's make the opacity on this like so I don't have to get super dark. So really all I need to do is like, bam, that's not the color that I'm gonna have on my seats. I don't want a gradient. I just want solid color. Is this solid gradient? Only giving me gradient. Oh, goodness gracious. Still. There we go. Okay. So what color do I want the seats to be? I don't want to. I feel like they just need to be brown. No, not green. Some bluey or purpley, but so right now I'm looking at currently what is brown right here, like a reddish brown. I want something. So right now the materials that we use to make this are this like dark brown color. I feel like it's fine, especially since I have the gems to add the pop of color. I just don't know green. I don't plan on putting green on the seats. It has to. I feel like it has to be brown, like some sort of brown. But I also don't want it to be the same brown that I have on Mamut. I think I like this like darker brown, and then outside area. I mean, it's hard not to just go with like this kind of color scheme. I mean, maybe I can add a bit of like a pop of color on the straps. Okay. I'm gonna just play around with colors for a bit. It is also 6:55, so I'll be getting off in about 5 minutes. But why does it keep putting that random color on it? And then for the pack, or like the camp roll, I'm going to kind of do the same color. And then this, I might have these two close. And then on this, I could add like a pop of color to that. I don't know. I'm just gonna play around with it, see what it looks like. Oh. Oh my goodness. What I want you to do. Be in my brain. Okay. So just to kind of test with the, I don't think I'm gonna like the straps being blue like that, but let's save this. Oh, all right. Now back to this. In the shader for purple, we don't need purple anymore. We'll go Mamut. Here, that color. Let's just add and okay. Yeah. So now if I take all of these, add here, bam. I feel like the slightly off blue is not, I mean, it needs to be the same blue. It's going to be, I mean, I can always make it, let's, if I change these to, maybe looks different. Yeah, I think I'm going to have to make just a quick decision here, and then in the once we have everything in the game, then we can kind of reassess and see how we feel about everything. what that looks like. Right, this auto update. Look at that. I mean, not, I don't want the color, but the auto update was cool. I'll keep playing around with this for like a little bit longer, but I'll probably be done with this, and then next time I stream, which will be 2 weeks from now, I'll be working on some gear. But it's as easy as that for changing colors. I just need to go back into the texture file, change it, save it, and re-upload it, and then it's changed. So it takes like 2 minutes to fix the texture. So once we have it in the game, I can kind of play around with it and mess with colors. And then when we add particle effects and stuff, I think it'll be a huge difference. But yeah, I'm going to be signing off there for the night. I guess for the morning for you, Kiki. Good luck at work. And yeah, I will, or Gerardo will be streaming tomorrow morning, our time. I think around 9 or 10 in the morning Pacific. And then we'll be streaming again on Thursday at 8 p.m. Pacific, which is an hour from now. And then our usual Sunday time. So you're also leaving for work. Good luck with work. Have a good day. And we will see you soon. All right. See you later.